All right, let's talk about one of the most frustrating things in the digital world. We're diving into how to make sure the emails you send actually get read, instead of just disappearing into the spam folder. You know the feeling, right? You spend hours, maybe even days, getting an email just perfect. The copy is sharp, the call to action is compelling, you hit send, and then crickets. It's like all that effort just vanished. It landed in spam, and you're left wondering why. Now, we usually blame the stuff we can see. We think, oh, it must have been the subject line, or I sent it at the wrong time, or maybe the design was too flashy, but honestly, those are mostly myths. The real reason, the one that matters more than anything else, is a little something called sender reputation. Okay, so what is sender reputation? Think of it like a credit score, but for your email address. Providers like Gmail and Outlook are basically assigning you a trust score. And this score isn't random. It's based entirely on how people interact with your emails. Are they opening them, clicking, replying, or are they just hitting delete? Every action teaches the system how to treat you. And here's the crucial part. Every single time someone on your list sees your email and just scrolls past it, ignores it, they're sending a little signal to the inbox's AI. And that signal says, hey, this person, not that important. When enough of those signals pile up, you get trapped in what experts call the email death spiral. It's a nasty feedback loop. It starts with one email getting low engagement. So the AI gets a little suspicious. For your next email, it decides to show it to even fewer people. Naturally, that means engagement gets even lower. And you see where this is going. Pretty soon, you're permanently stuck in the spam or promotions tab. So how on earth do you break this cycle? It feels like you need to shout louder to send more emails, right? But the real solution is the complete opposite. It's a total mindset shift. It's about focusing on the quality of your audience, not the quantity. Let me give you a perfect example. There was a company with a massive email list, about 50,000 people. But a huge chunk of them were inbox zombies. You know, people who hadn't opened a single email in months. These zombies were absolutely tanking their sender reputation. So they did something that sounds completely insane. They deleted 35,000 people from their list. And you will not believe what happened next. By sending to a much smaller, more focused list, the actual number of people opening their emails went up. It jumped from 4,000 opens to more than 5,250. Let that sink in. They had fewer subscribers, but more people were actually reading their emails. Just look at that open rate. It went from a pretty sad 8% all the way up to a super healthy 35%. By cutting out all that dead weight, they sent a massive positive signal to the inbox AIs, which started showing their emails to the people who actually wanted to see them. It's a total game changer. So let's get back to that credit score idea. How do you build good email credit? Well, there are 3 key habits you gotta adopt. First, be consistent. Send on a predictable schedule. The AI loves that. Second, don't just go silent for a month and then blast your list 5 times in one day for a sale. That looks spammy. And third, you have to do regular maintenance. Every 90 to 120 days, prune those inactive subscribers. All right, another big mistake that so many people make is treating their entire list like one giant blob of people. This batch and blast approach, sending the exact same message to everyone, is an absolute recipe for disaster. It guarantees low engagement, and we know exactly what that does to your reputation. The smart move is to slice up your list based on how people actually behave. For your newest subscribers, send them a nice onboarding sequence. For your active, regular fans who open everything, give them your best content and offers. And for those inactive folks, don't just ignore them, try to win them back with a special re-engagement campaign. You're talking to different groups differently. Now, here's another one that might mess with your head a little. You know those super polished emails with big branded headers, tons of graphics, and like 5 different buttons? To an AI, that just screams marketing. What actually looks more trustworthy is an email that looks like it came from a real person. We're talking plain text, lots of white space, simple formatting. It just feels more personal. So we've talked about cleaning your list, being consistent, and simplifying your design. All super important. But there's one more thing.
And it's probably the single most powerful signal of trust you can send to that inbox AI. And it's something that almost everybody ignores.
It's replies. Getting someone to actually reply to your email is the ultimate engagement signal. It tells Gmail and Outlook, hey, this isn't just a marketing blast. This is a real conversation. And it's so easy to do. Just end your emails with a simple, genuine question. Look at this example. What room in your home needs the most help right now? Reply and let me know. It's simple, it's human, and it gets a dialogue started.
Okay, so let's put this all together into a clear action plan. Number 1, audit your list and get rid of those inbox zombies. Number 2, get on a consistent, predictable sending schedule. Number 3, stop blasting everyone and start segmenting your list by engagement. 4, simplify your design. Make it look like it came from a person, not a corporation. And 5, the secret weapon. End every single email with a simple question that invites a reply. At the end of the day, it all boils down to this. The old way of doing email marketing was basically like standing on a stage and shouting at a crowd. But to stay out of spam today, you have to completely flip that script. So the real question you need to ask yourself is this: are you shouting at a crowd, or are you trying to start a conversation?